everyone! So today I am doing a spring makeup tutorial and I'm using all Drugstore makeup, so if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. So first for foundation, I'm using the Instant Age Rewind in 130 Buff Beige. I actually just got this like 2 days ago, so I've only used it once, but I really like it. It was a lot lighter than other foundations that I've tried, and I felt like that was appropriate for a spring look. So I'm just putting this on around my face with my fingers, and then I'm going to buff it in. And to do that, I am using a Real Techniques buffing brush. For concealer, I am using the Instant Age Rewind concealer. This has changed my life. This concealer is amazing for brightening under your eyes. It leaves you looking like a different person, and if you didn't sleep a lot, then this is your best friend. So I'm just putting that on under my eyes, and then where I get red, so like on my nose, and I have pimples right there. And then I'm just going to blend it in with my hand, and you want to use your ring finger because that is the only finger on your hand that is immobile, and so it won't pull your skin down, which can like cause wrinkles and stuff. So I'm just going to blend that in. And I like to take my buffing brush and go along the edges of where I put the concealer just so that it really blends in with my foundation. Now some people put foundation on over their concealer, but I don't like to do that because I find that it just clings weird and not fun for me. Next I'm going to powder my face, and I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I've kind of discovered that I don't love this as much as everyone else does, but it's the only drugstore powder that I have, so I'm going to be using it. So first I'm going to set my under eye concealer, and I'm taking the e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm taking some powder, and I'm just setting this concealer so that it won't crease. I've never not set my concealer, but I've heard people who have not set this concealer say that it will crease on you, so I just don't really want to take any chances. And then with this brush, I'm just going to go in between my eyebrows because that is somewhere where I get really oily, and I feel like sometimes my bigger brush for powder doesn't really hit that spot. And I'm also going to put it on my nose and on my chin. And now I'm going to take my big powder brush, which is the Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm going to put this all over the rest of my face. Okay, I'm going to do bronzer next, and I'm going to be using the Sun & Bronze bronzing powder. This is in the shade 709 Montauk Bronze, and I've already talked about this in a couple of videos. I really like it. It just gives you a healthy glow look, and I'm using my e.l.f. complexion brush, so I'm swirling that around. And I'm putting it in the hollows of my cheekbones, as one does when they contour. I'm also taking this and I'm putting it on my temples just to give me a little more of a bronze look. And I always put a little bit under my chin on my neck because I don't want to have a double chin. Spring is the perfect time to pop out the cream blushes, and I'm going to be using the NYX Stick Blush. It's, opening things. Okay. It's a stick, and it's just a nice pink blush. Now, how I'm going to apply this, I'm going to take my finger and just dab it on this. And this is really pigmented, so you don't want to get too much. And then I'm going to smile and dab it on my cheeks. And just blend it in with my fingers. For some reason, I find that I always put more on this side than I do on this side, which is weird. So I'm going to take the brush that I was blending in my foundation with, and I'm just going to put it over top just so like the excess foundation can get on this. just so it's not as pink as it was 2 seconds ago because it looked a bit unnatural. For highlighter, I usually use a high-end highlighter, but I have this Maybelline Master Highlight, and I'm not going to be using all of this because it has strips of brown in it, which I kind of find makes your highlighter kind of a darker shade, so I'll never use this and blush. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tiny little strip of white, and on a Sonia Kashuk brush, I'm just getting the white highlight. And then I'm going to put that on the tops of my cheekbones. I don't know if you can see, but it's really, really shimmery, so I'm just going to rub it in a bit with my finger. I zoomed this in because next I'm doing eyes, and I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I don't have a drugstore primer, but I know e.l.f. makes one for $1. Okay. I know e.l.f. makes one for $1, and I've heard it's really good. Just looking in the viewfinder here. My favorite spring eyeshadow is Kitten by Stila, and a dupe for that is the eyelid shade in the Walking on Eggshells palette by Wet n Wild. These shadows are just, they're so amazing and creamy. So I'm going to be taking the eyelid shade and just dusting it all over my lids with an eyeshadow brush. This is actually from Claire's. I got it years ago, but it works really well, so I like to use it. Okay, next I'm going to define my crease, and I'm going to be taking the crease shade, which is just a nice brown. And another reason why this palette is good is because it comes with, can you see that? It comes with these like 2 little brushes, so if you are starting out with makeup and you don't feel like buying brushes, or you just want to do like one look and you don't have enough brushes, this has brushes. But I'm going to be using a Real Techniques shading brush. Okay, I'm going to take a blendy brush and just blend out the brown a little bit. I'm taking the Okay, next I'm taking the Brow Bone shade, which is a light highlight, and I'm going to, shocker shocker, put this on my brow bone. This palette is nice for beginners because it tells you exactly where everything goes. So if you are buying this and you have no idea like what you're doing, it tells you eyelid shade, crease shade, and brow bone shade. Oh my god, this is really shimmery. Okay, I'm gonna blend this in with my fingers. I didn't realize this was quite shimmery. And I'm also going to take a little and pop it in the inner corner just to brighten up. Next for eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Precise in black. It has a felt nib. Ooh, I hate that word, nib. Ooh, that's not pretty. So I just did a line close to my lash line, and now I'm going to do a flick out. Just a small flick, I don't want to do anything dramatic. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, eyeliner is done, so next I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Flamed Out Mascara. I just put a little bit on my bottom lashes, not too much because this mascara will smudge and get on your concealer, and I hate when that happens, and it happens like every day. Oh wait, oh my god. Oh no, I just looked up and I just smeared this. Alright, okay, it's okay. Oh wow, that actually came off really easily. makeup tip, wait till your mascara dries. Okay, before I put any lip stuff on, I'm going to put chapstick on, and anytime I do a tutorial, I'm going to use this because I love it. It's the Burt's Bees Beeswax Lip Balm in Peppermint. It smells so fresh, just like spring. So now I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Color Elixir in 075, I can't see that, Fuchsia. And it's this really like, oh, that is the back. It's this beautiful pink. And it's like a lip gloss, but it's a lipstick. It's a very pigmented, non-sticky lip gloss, which is right up my alley. So I'm going to be putting a little of that on my lips, and then I don't want as much pigment as it has if you were to totally fill in your lips. So I'm just going to rub it on. I think that's a nice like splash of color without being like in your face, because if you put this on with like a lot, it is very in your face, and sometimes that's nice, but I feel like nothing in a spring look should be like in your face. Okay guys, so that is it for this drugstore makeup spring look. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe for more, and I will see you next time. Bye! Oh, I can see things. That is beautiful. Do I look good? Oh yeah, I look good. Okay.